Chandler Jones is the weirdest football player of all time, and here's why. So for those who don't know, Chandler Jones is the brother of former NFL player Arthur Jones and the brother to UFC heavyweight champion, former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Jones. Chandler Jones has reached the pinnacle of the NFL and has accomplished what many people in our lifetime may not even accomplish, and that's winning the Super Bowl with the 2015 New England Patriots. He's been bouncing around teams here and there, but he wound up with the Las Vegas Raiders these past 2 seasons and had a pretty big impact on the team. With the dynamic duo of him and Max Crosby, the Raiders were feared to be one of the most scary teams in the AFC West. However, it's the Raiders we're talking about, and 2 good things can't happen for them. Which brings up today Chandler Jones being arrested. Las Vegas Raiders defensive end Chandler Jones arrested on 2 counts of violation of domestic violence protection order. And this isn't the first instance where a Raiders player has been arrested. May I remind you of Henry Ruggs, who is serving life in prison for the crime he committed 2 years ago. The Raiders may as well rename their team to the Mean Machine.
Hell, guys, we're convicts. We always go for it all.
Thankfully, Chandler Jones won't be spending any jail time for the violation of the domestic violence protection order, but I want to get to the root of the problem and why he's lashing out in such a crazy way. This all started Memorial Day weekend, where Chandler said the Raiders wouldn't let him into the practice facility to get some weightlifting work done in. And that's when it all went downhill from there, and he had this to say about Aaron Hernandez and even Las Vegas Raiders head coach Josh McDaniel.
Aaron Hernandez and Josh McDaniels. All right, y'all thought Chico killed himself in jail? Y'all thought my Chico killed himself in jail? Oh.
Where do I even begin? First of all, I am absolutely compelled at the entire Aaron Hernandez story. The rise, the fall, the downfall, everything that happened within the Aaron Hernandez story just absolutely compels me. Just the other day, I just watched his Netflix documentary, Killer Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez. And basically, Chandler Jones was on the team with Aaron Hernandez before they won their Super Bowl in 2015. And they were close. Like every other Patriots teammate, they were close. But me personally, I didn't think Chandler was that close to Aaron like he's making himself out to be. And many people are saying, oh, it's a level of CTE. Let's get to that later. But it's a well-known fact that when Aaron Hernandez hung himself, he was in prison. Now, what he may mean by Josh McDaniels killing Aaron Hernandez is, does Josh McDaniels potentially have dirt on Aaron Hernandez that we don't know about? Is there something truly, truly deep? Of course, Chandler doesn't want to divulge too much into it. And why should he? Who knows if he's just making all this up? But still, the Aaron Hernandez subject is a very juicy subject no matter what time of year it is. Now, immediately after seeing that clip, people are already pulling the CTE card. It could be, I'm not totally ruling that out, but let's also look at the history of not only Chandler, but Jon Jones. May I remind you, he's had run-ins with the law, with the Albuquerque Police Department, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department as well, with DUIs, DWIs, battery against his own wife. They ain't the exact button-up goody two-shoes religious family that they make themselves out to be. Speaking of religious, their father is a pastor. What? It's almost as if they want to have their cake and eat it too. It's almost as if they have the devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other, and they always dance with the devil.
He's trying to lead you down the path of righteousness. I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
When Jon Jones tested hot for Turinabol and other anabolic steroids that are banned in the UFC, I'm pretty sure that Chandler, maybe even Arthur, provided Jon those steroids. Since all this happened, where Chandler started making the most outlandish remarks ever, and when he was going after breaking the protection order that he had, basically the Raiders cut ties with him. In the end though, Jon, just come get you, brother. I know you know what it's like to be the black sheep of the family, and now you're bringing your brother Chandler over to the dark side. This family has issues, and I hate to say that because they are some of the best athletes in the entire planet. But their issues is something that God Himself cannot save.
Last thing.